Hey friends, hope everyone is doing well today. It is opening day for rifle deer here in the state of Michigan, November 15th. A good friend of mine is out hunting right now, and hopefully he's going to bring home some meat, put it on the table, and yeah. So, anyhow, it's been a while since I did a knife video. Got a new knife today that I've been kind of pining after for quite some time. And I think I very first saw them at the 2012 Blade Show in Atlanta. Russian company, or actually two Russian brothers, Shirogorov, Igor and Sergey, I believe. And I saw the knives on the table, and I thought they were pretty good back then. And it was just in passing that I saw them, and it wasn't until a couple years later when more models started to come out. Excuse me, I'm just getting over a cold. When more models started coming out, that I took big notice in them and got a chance to feel a couple. Subsequently, ended up with this one today. It showed up, and I was so overly impressed with the fit, finish, and quality of this knife. Kind of felt the need to do the video. And many of custom knives have come through my hands, many custom knives. But I have to say, the fit and finish of this knife is just unbelievable. It's like a freaking Swiss watch. That's the only thing I can compare it to. I know it sounds a little extreme. You're talking about a knife. Yeah, I'm talking about a knife. It cuts. I mean, it's scary sharp. But the overall feel and action of this knife, it's unbelievable. It really is, compared to other knives that I've had, even in the same price point. Shirogorov knives are not inexpensive, to say the least. And this one was no exception. I didn't pay top dollar for it. Secondary market, these things are bringing in a premium right now. Harder to get, very hard to get. There's basically one person, unless you do go secondary market, that you can get a Shirogorov from. There's several. You see the T95, which is what this is, or the 95T, come up. Not this one so much, with carbon fiber inlays. 3.8-inch blade. Varieties of different steel you can get on them. M390. I've seen them in LMAX. This one's S30V. It's a steel that I really like. Yeah, if I wanted to pay another $1,300 and search for another year, I could probably find one with M390. But for something I'm going to put in my pocket, I'll save the money. Just happened to find this on a search. Got lucky, and actually the guy gave it to me for $100 less than what he was asking for it. So, but yeah, not sure how much I can tell you about the knife. It's not IKBS, but it's on a bearing system. They have a multi-row, a single row, and I believe washers. I'm not sure if they're even doing washers anymore. I think everything is on bearings. This is definitely bearings, smooth as glass, falls closed under its own weight. The carbon fiber is actually milled. Probably hard to see in the video, but it has some chamfering on it to give you a little bit of purchase. Not sure how useful the lanyard hole is on it. It's only on the one side. I'm not a fan of the lanyard. I don't put them on many of my knives. This is the Shirogorov 3-bear emblem. I like the custom screws. It actually came with a second set of screws for, I guess, in case you lose them somehow. These are Loctited down. Has a lock bar tab insert on it with a hidden, I'm not sure you can see it or not, but it has a lock bar stabilizer in there for over travel. Maybe you can catch it this way. Not that anybody cares. But yeah, all the contours of the knife, the polish, it's like a satin stone finish. I guess it's reminiscent of a Sabenza. A little bit finer. Everything is just so perfectly fit and finished on this knife. Probably heard me say that 16 times so far. Little things. The cutout here for the flipper tab, when you push it so your thumb or finger has a place to kind of fall into. Not that it would hurt that bad. The custom pocket clip. There's kind of, people use the word sexy when they talk about knives. Me, I don't. I guess I say cool. Women are sexy. Knives are cool. And it's a tool, you know, an expensive tool. I'm anxious to use it. I like to use most of my knives. I say most of them. I don't think I have a knife in my collection that I haven't used at some point or another. But when you talk about prices of knives, tactical knives, I'll use the word tactical. Is a knife a knife is a knife is a knife? You know, what makes it tactical? To me, this is more of a utilitarian type use. So, you know, tactical would be put it in your pocket if you're in the woods, not like you're on a SWAT team gonna go stab the enemy, but you get the idea. It's an EDC knife, everyday carry. Lockup is nice and early. My eyes are so bad, I'm not sure if this is focusing or not. There we go. Hey, how about that? I like the open frame construction, single standoff, 2 screws holding the knife together. Pretty simplistic. I mean, if I end up getting something caught inside of the, you know, gummed up or whatever, I could take it apart. Things that have bearing systems, I don't like to. I mean, but this is simple. It's like a Sabenza, you know, even though Sabenza has 3 screws, but nonetheless. So yeah, I'm really impressed with this. I love the feel. Be carrying it. I don't plan on ever moving this anytime soon, if ever. I mean, knives come and go in my collection, but this is pretty cool. Dead center. Takes no effort at all. When I say no effort, I mean it's got a nice detent on it. You can't shake the knife open, but it's because of the polish that's on the blade itself, plus the bearing system. It doesn't take any any effort to deploy the blade. And I'm not sure if I can get this in here or not, just to give you a little size comparison. It's a new Chris Reeve Mnundi that I picked up. This one was a Blade HQ exclusive with carbon fiber. So hell, the whole knife itself is about as long as the handle of the Shirogorov. I mean, even the quality of the carbon fiber on this knife is outstanding. I don't know if there's different like twills or weaves of carbon fiber, and then the machining they did on it. It's very hard to pick up. You can almost see it there. It's like cross hatches that are, you know, along it for a little bit of purchase on it. Fits great. I still want to use it. I mean, you just grab, there's no hot spots or anything on the knife. It just begs to be used. They didn't put a choil in there, so you know there's no need to choke up on it. The flipper tab does not get in the way when the knife is open. I mean, you can reach out there and do whatever kind of fine work. You can use it in a reverse grip. It doesn't happen often, sometimes. So, all right, guys. Well, there's a look at a new one, and I would highly recommend a Shirogorov knife. I can't say, again, enough about the fit and finish and overall craftsmanship of this knife. I mean, it's just next level stuff. And then here's a precursor to my next video of another knife that I just picked up. Yes, sir. This is a Peter Vicente Satori. Well, that's for the next vid. All right, friends. Take care.